Not all protein powder is created equal. I'm fitness informant founder Ryan Buckeye. Welcome inside our FI channels and fitnessinformant.com. Today we're going to talk about a new whey protein launch that is going to be slightly, if not more so drastically different than a lot of the whey protein powders on the market today. Specifically, I'm talking about the new AstroFlav IsoMix whey protein Redefined in the chocolate and the vanilla flavors. Today we're going to talk about AstroFlav and we're going to talk about their IsoMix product as well as do a one sip review right here on camera for the very first time for all of you. Let's first talk about AstroFlav, the brand. They are an innovative, cutting edge brand in the new sports nutrition space. And what they have an advantage of over other brands are the owners behind this brand actually own retail stores on the East Coast. So what does that mean? Why does that make them different? Why does that give them an advantage? They are literally speaking and seeing customers every single day in their stores. They are speaking to and listening and understanding what the customer wants and needs are. And from there, they can discover, is there a white space? Is there something missing that we can provide? And then in turn, we can formulate the best products that we can available to the market today. IsoMix is one of those opportunities that they took advantage of by leveraging a new ingredient from a company called Arla Ingredients, which I'm going to speak about here in a minute. But again, AstroFlav does everything seemingly very, very well, whether it's a pre-workout, whether it's a GDA, a test booster, or more. They are just on the upper tier echelon of formulations when it comes to sports nutritional supplements. So that brings me to the new whey protein Redefined IsoMix in the vanilla and chocolate flavor from our friends at AstroFlav. Today we're going to talk about this here. We're going to look at the macros because I know that's important to you. And we're going to talk about the ingredients and what sets this apart from other wheys on the market today. So first off, macros, both of them have 130 calories. Both are going to have 24 grams of protein per serving from two different WPI or whey protein isolate sources. That may confuse you. I will get to that here in just a minute. In terms of fat, they both have 2.5 grams of fats, and then you have 4 and 6 grams of carbohydrates per flavor. Overall, very clean, good macros when it comes down to a whey powder. So let's talk about the science. Let's talk about the differentiating factor in IsoMix, what makes it different. Well, I mentioned earlier here in the video that it comes from two different sources. The first source is going to be that specific version of whey protein isolate from our friends at Arla Foods Ingredients. What they're calling it is Lacprodan BLG-100, which is a form of whey protein isolate that actually yields 45% more leucine content than traditional whey protein isolate. In addition of that, with 45% more leucine, you're actually getting, I believe it's closer to 25 to 27, 26% more EAAs per serving than traditional whey protein isolate. So what does that mean? It means you can actually get an amino acid profile in a lesser of a dose in this particular version of whey protein isolate than traditional whey protein isolate. In this particular case, AstroFlav elected to go with 13.34 grams of this Lacprodan BLG-100 from Arla, yielding 12 grams of whey protein. In addition, you get 13.33 grams of traditional whey protein isolate, yielding 11.9 grams of protein, getting you a total of 24 grams of protein. So why is it such a big deal? Well, I mentioned obviously you can get more aminos or the same amount of aminos in less of a dosage, but leucine is the activator. It is the key. It is what starts mTOR, the engines of the body's muscle recovery process for muscle protein synthesis. So more leucine, quicker acting MPS, better recovery, overall recovery, etc. So this is a cutting edge ingredient that's not used by many, if any, brands at this point in this video, and it's nice to see done here. One thing that you're going to notice with that particular ingredient, because of the higher leucine content, you're going to get slightly more foaming when it comes to mixing, so you may need to let it settle slightly longer for the foam to come down. If you've ever had an egg white protein, very similar. It's high leucine content, so you get more foam. Not a big deal. We'll show you a mixability and flavor test here shortly. In addition to the whey protein isolates yielding 24 grams of protein, you're going to get 2.1 grams of coconut creamer and 1.6 grams of MCT oil powder. A couple of reasons here: satiation, satiety, you want to feel fuller longer, helps with mouthfeel. It is healthy fats. It can burn off as clean energy and fuel. Overall, I like the use of that. And then lastly, you're going to get 1 gram of inulin chicory root powder, which can actually help with gut health overall and digestion. So a very good protein powder, whey protein isolate, good amount of protein at 24 grams of protein. Price point on this, $55 for a 2-pound tub, getting you 26 servings. So fair in terms of price, not anything crazy. If you look at the competitive set that doesn't include, the special Arla ingredient, they're about 50 to 55 bucks for 2 pounds too. So price point, very fair given what you're getting here in terms of this particular product. So without further ado, let's do a quick mixability test and taste test here on camera for you, and then let you know where you can get this. So again, we have vanilla and chocolate. Vanilla, I'm not the biggest fan of vanilla, but at the end of the day, if it's done, good smell on it. If done right, it's a really good thing. So we're gonna do vanilla here. We're gonna do 1 scoop, and we're gonna use 6 ounces of water. I like my protein powders a little bit thicker, just like I like my ladies. So we do 6 ounces of water here for vanilla. Put the cap back on that one. And then we're gonna do chocolate here in the ice shaker I have. I mean, the thing that you'll notice when you take the caps off these right away is it has a strong smell to it, in a good way, like the flavor notes. So the vanilla, the chocolate, you can smell it. All right, there we go. And what you'll see on camera here, and chocolate might be a little bit harder to see because of the coloration, is you'll see a little bit more of the foam that I've been talking about. Look at that, it's like a shake, buddy. Shake, 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 shake. Get it, baby. Fully shaken up. All right, hopefully you guys can see maybe what I'm talking about. I mean, it still comes out nice, honestly. But as it sits, you're gonna see some of the foam rise to the top. So that was chocolate. Let me shake up the vanilla here. And because this is a translucent bottle, you might be able to see it a little bit more. So you can see on this one a little bit more, like the top quarter is pretty much all foam. Not a bad thing. You just wanna let it set for a second before you dive into it. So 1 sip. You guys know the rules. We're gonna start with vanilla here. Again, foam on top. Smell test, here we go. Get through the foam. A strong vanilla, almost vanilla bean-like flavor. I mentioned earlier, I'm not the biggest fan of vanilla because I think a lot of vanillas just fall flat. They're mediocre, mediocrity at its best. This one's actually really good. Yeah, I could drink that quite regularly, actually. So that's vanilla, and here's chocolate. Again, I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but the foam are on the top. 1 sip, you know the rules. I always enjoy chocolates more because the flavors typically are a little bit more bold. Now I will say the vanilla on this, the flavor is bold on it. Those are both very good. They are really good, both of them. I prefer the chocolate slightly, but that's just my DNA as a human being. I like chocolate more than I like vanilla traditionally, but both very, very well done. Mixability, solid, flavor on point. Guys, I think next time you're in the market for a protein powder and you want to try something that's an ultra premium whey isolate, IsoMix from our friends at AstroFlav should get your consideration. I think it is a very well done protein powder. The flavor is good. You don't get a dairy chalky taste at all. You get the increased amino acid content, get 2 proven traditional flavors. That is a full-on solid choice for a whey powder. For more information on IsoMix, you can check out our official website for a little deeper dive into the specific ingredients utilized in this protein powder. Make sure you follow us on our social media channels. Subscribe to our VIP email and text list over at fitnessinformer.com to stay up to date with all things in sports nutritional supplements. And for all dietary supplement news, rankings, reviews, all things fitness and health, check us out on our official website. We are online at fitnessinformant.com.